Hello, and thank you for joining our webinar today on SMS test marketing with apps, mobile websites, mobile search, and mobile ad networks, all those sexy new things. SMS text doesn't always get the recognition it should, and we hope to explain today why. My name is John Lisbon. I'm the founder of Pointed, and I'll be your moderator today. With us is Scott Whitmarsh, our Director of SMS Support. Scott, welcome.
Thank you for having me, John.
It's our pleasure. A couple reminders. This webinar will be recorded and will be uploaded to our website, and we'll also be sending out a PDF copy of the presentation. This is an interactive webinar, so it's okay to ask questions during the presentation. A little bit about Pointed. We were launched in April of 2002. We offer search engine marketing, mobile, and social advertising, and we service clients across all verticals and revenue models. Some of our clients, and enough for the pitch. Let's get started. Scott?
Thank you very much, John. I want to thank everyone that's on the call with us today. I know your time's very valuable, and I am going to have a very information-packed webinar that you can use, and we'll have absolutely no fluff. So let's just get right into it. The big question here is, your business going to thrive or die? What we're going to show you in this webinar is how you can attract new customers, how you can grow your customer base. The big thing that we want to get across is how to create and keep loyal customers, customers that will be with you and your business for years to come, and bring through referral other clients and customers as well. One of the other big things that we'll be talking about is what we call the first mover advantage. There's a lot of fantastic technology that's available today, can make marketing jobs very efficient and effective and very affordable. We're going to show you some examples of how to utilize those and unify the whole mobile channel so that you have a very targeted approach that'll be very successful for your business. So first, let's lay a little bit of groundwork and set the stage, so to speak, in regards to the mobile wave that's going on globally right now. There's over 5 billion mobile phone users in the world. In the United States alone, there's over 310 million mobile users. That means there's almost one phone for every man, woman, and child in the U.S. Now, these are smartphones as well as feature phones. 36% of the 310 million phones are smartphones, and we'll be talking specifically about those in the webinar, why it's so important that you get your business message in front of your clients that have smartphones. Yeah, it's, like I said, over 100 million of them out there. It's growing dramatically. I was talking with John just yesterday. He was mentioning they're projecting by next year that the majority of mobile phone users will be on smartphones. It's taken the market by storm, and rightfully so. You're going to see why people are in droves moving over to the smartphones. We also want to be talking about SMS text messaging and the usage of it. A survey in July found that over 70% of mobile phone users either sent or received text messages. It's an astounding statistic when you figure that's over 245 million people sending and receiving text messages. So it's not just the kids out there doing it anymore. It's a wide spectrum all across all demographics, all age groups that are using it. They're also accessing social network sites, their Facebooks, their Twitters, their Foursquares, you name it. 30% of them are accessing social media with their mobile devices as well. We're also seeing that they're using QR codes, and we'll talk briefly about quick response codes and how prevalent they've become and what you can do with them and where they're going. Now, specifically to the smartphones, where are the people using them? Well, basically they're using them everywhere. Think about it. When you leave the home and you're going to work in the morning, what are the 3 things you take with you? Your car keys, your wallet or your purse, and your mobile phone. People tend to have their phones on them 24/7, so if you have a marketing program that can direct market to them, that they're anticipating, they're wanting your message to come into them, that's what we provide. That's how we can target and hit a market where we're getting 97% open rates.
Right. And yeah, one thing I always hear right now, it's not only that the phone is always with you, but it's a much more personal medium than other forms of advertising. So I guess you have to have different messaging along with that.
Yeah, it really is. It's a very private, personal message that we can get to them, so highly efficient, highly effective, and again, very, very affordable. What are smartphone users looking for while they're on their phones? And the biggest response to this Google survey was news. The old business model for newspapers is kind of gone by the wayside. We've seen a lot of major publications go bankrupt, go out of business, and that model just does not work anymore because so many people are accessing this news on their mobile devices. So if you think your lackluster sales are caused by the economy, you might want to think again. If you're still trying to use outdated old-school marketing methods, you're going to have a hard time keeping your business thriving. We hope you can grasp the mobile marketing technology that's available and really propel yourself and get that first mover advantage, get in ahead of your competitors and put this to work for you. The other interesting thing that Google found when they did this survey was smartphone they're buyers, they purchase. A majority of the time when they search for a product or a business, they buy. Those are the type of people you want to put in front of your marketing message. Over 36% of smartphone users earn in excess of $100,000 per year. 85% of smartphone users are between the ages of 18 and 54 years old. So these are the types of people that are your clients, your future clients. We need to make sure that your message is getting in front of them. So what exactly is SMS? It stands for Short Message System. And it actually originated in the early 1990s, and it was actually a testing feature that the mobile carriers used to diagnose their software and hardware and make sure that their systems were operating properly. And the first personal text message was actually sent in December of 1992 by one of these test engineers. What he did was he sent out a Merry Christmas wish to one of his friends, and you had the very first personal text sent. And voila, my how it has exploded. From 1992 to 2010, last year, there were 6.1 trillion text messages sent worldwide. To me, that's phenomenal. That's just an amazing to think that that kind of mistake or that misuse of that product has really just taken off and has gone crazy. The big thing about it is the delivery and the conversion and open rates that we get on these. When you can send hundreds, if not thousands, of messages in a matter of seconds, and we see 97% open rates, that's what we want to use to target our marketing message and get it in front of our clients. And we're continuing to see an increase in SMS usage. As of July, we had a 70% rate of use of texting by all mobile phone users in the U.S. That was up about 1% over the prior quarter. So you think about it again, that's 245 million people that are out there texting. So you can't discount this method for getting a marketing message in front of your clients because they're using it. 40% of them are using their browsers, they're going online, they're downloading applications. We also saw, as I mentioned, 30% are accessing their social networking sites to talk with their friends to get information, maybe on products, companies, restaurants. So again, all these things come into play when you integrate your mobile marketing channel. You need to make sure that you have a fully faceted approach and you're in front of as many possible people as you can. In regards to QR codes, again, they stand for quick response codes. You're starting to see them all over the place. If you haven't, I guarantee you will now. I've just brought it to your attention. Once you have the awareness, you're going to see them. Because in June alone, 14.5 million people in the United States alone scanned a QR code. QR code is a two-dimensional barcode. They originated in the 90s in Japan. They were actually used for auto parts to help manage in the auto building plants to track parts and whatnot. What happened was the marketers got a hold of them and they found out, hey, this thing's fantastic. It can do a lot. It's very efficient at directing people to our websites, to specific web pages, to our Facebook fan pages, to videos, to your phone number, right to your business. Or you can also put SMS text right into them. In fact, this QR code you see on your computer screen right now is a fully functioning and usable QR code. If you pull out your smartphone right now and you go ahead and scan that right from your computer screen, you're going to see it'll take you to Pointed's website, and you can get more information about our mobile marketing dashboard and our platform. We saw a...
yeah, I think I'd actually like to slap that on our building right here because we got so much traffic. So
that's a fantastic idea, John. We're seeing a lot of businesses that are grasping this technology. They're putting those QR codes in their storefronts so that they can draw their clients in. Maybe it's a restaurant and that QR code goes straight to their menu or it shows pictures of the food. You're going to entice that client to come on, and that customer, and have them come on into your business. There's just a host of different ways that you can utilize these. Maybe it's your Yelp reviews. Again, if the person's a little unsure whether they should go and work with that business or not, if they see that their peer group has been using you and they love your product or your service, they're going to come into your business as well.
Yeah, I'm also seeing it pretty effectively used for real estate agents.
Yeah, that's been a great source of what we've seen with those is that they can put them right on their for sale signs, and when the people scan that code, it takes them right to a video, so they have a full walkthrough of the house, of the listing. They'll also have the contact information for the real estate agent. It works really good up here in the Northwest where it rains quite a bit, because the person doesn't even have to get out of their car. They can actually scan the code right from the warmth and dryness of their car, get all that information, and make contact with the real estate agent. It's also going green because you don't even have to put out those flyers anymore. And up here, they all, during the rainy weather, they get soaked, and or they're out, the box is out of them, or who knows what. So yeah, real estate agents have really taken that technology and are running with it, and they're doing quite well with it. So in that survey that Google did, they wanted to find out what are people using these quick response codes for. And by and large, the biggest thing that people were looking for were coupons, deals, and discounts. Everyone loves a deal. Everyone wants to stretch their dollar just as much as they can. So you want to find a mobile marketing platform that encompasses mobile coupons, mobile ads, QR codes, as well as a host of other features that we'll be discussing. The other second big thing that people were using those QR codes for was for entering of sweepstakes. We're going to show you how you can build your database list by people entering into these sweepstakes so that you can then in the future market directly to them using the SMS text marketing system. They're also looking to get product information. Say they're in your store, they're looking at your product, they want to find a tutorial video how it's used or see it in use. You're just going to increase your conversions by doing that. And don't think that just because QR codes started off as a two-dimensional black and white kind of boring or old style code that they have to stay that way. What's nice is that you put them in the hands of a designer, a graphic artist, something like that. There's a 30% error correction rate in a QR code. So what that means is you can introduce logos, you can introduce colors like our platform. You can actually print them out in 12 different colors, 4 different sizes. And what's nice is that then it's still fully functional. It'll take them to the website, to the video, to your phone number, you name it. So you get some branding at the same time that you get full functionality as well. So what we're looking to do is to unify the total mobile marketing channel. Because if you're trying to use just one avenue, you might have some success, but you're not going to have as much success as you possibly could. So we've already covered. We know the mobile market is out there. 310 million phones that are out there. We know with SMS text that whether they have a feature phone or a smartphone, we can reach 99% of all mobile users out there, and that includes mobile coupons. These mobile coupons can be fully rendered. They're image ads, but they can be rendered on a feature phone as well. So that's very important to take into account and remember. QR codes, obviously the smartphone users, as we get up there, we need to make sure that's integrated. Again, the mobile coupons. And then lastly, but not, it's the biggest thing of all probably, is social media integration. Any mobile marketing platform that you look at out there, if it does not have social media integration, I would advise you to run. Because it's so important when you think about 150 million users in the U.S. alone and 45 million of those accessing them on their mobile handheld devices. If you're not getting in front of those people and pushing your mobile coupons or your text to the wall, to the news feed of your client so that it then goes viral, they can share it with their friends and family. That's the kind of power of direct marketing that we're looking for and our clients are using and being very successful with it as well. So just a quick peek at our mobile marketing dashboard. You'll notice again all the features on the left side that we've been talking about, plus a few others that we'll mention briefly. I also want to look on that second column where it says Tools. You'll notice the fourth entry there, Facebook, Connect with Facebook. All they simply have to do is click on that. You can have your text and your mobile coupons posted on the wall of your Facebook account if you want to. If you don't want to, you just unclick it. Well, again, this is huge for the viral nature of being able to share those with not only your customer base, but all their friends, their families, their coworkers, their bowling leagues, their softball clubs, whatever it is, whoever they're talking to and working with. Then finally on this, I want to point out this report section. This is huge. With technology today, you can track and verify every single little item in your marketing channel. And this is huge because you'll know exactly what's working and exactly what's not working. You can focus on and make a lot more money when you know exactly what's converting. With our mobile coupons, what we do is we know exactly how many are sent, we know how many are viewed, and we even know how many are redeemed. So that way you know exactly what your ROI is. You know that you're making 5 times return on your investment, maybe 10 times return on your investment. Just depends on your offer. So we've got some very eye-catching mobile image coupons. Obviously, if you see that big, fat, juicy cheeseburger at about 11:30 in the morning when your stomach's growling, you're going to appeal to that emotional decision that the majority of humans make. And what's nice with this is you can do a couple different things. You can drive the traffic at a specific time. So we know most restaurants, for instance, are fine between noon and 1, but what happens between 1 and 3? Well, it trails off quite dramatically. So what we can do is we can make the offer good during that time frame, 1 to 3, push the traffic in there. We're going to also add that viral element. What we do is we say, okay, come on in to lunch today, you get 10% off your meal. Bring a friend, and we'll give both of you 20% off of your meal. Better yet, why don't you bring 3 or more people? We'll give you 30% off the whole bill. And what's nice there is that then they can have the whole office, bring them all in. We're looking to get as many people into that restaurant as possible.
Scott, we did have one question, and how do you get that text message across when your screenshot right now is mostly an image?
Sure. What we do is we have what's called an electronic wallet, and we send out the initial text message to our database, and you can select individuals or the whole database to broadcast this message. And what I just described there, say that 10% off for 1, 20 for 2, 30 for 3, and there will be a link in that text message. The person can then click on that link, and it will take them to what we call the electronic wallet. All of the mobile coupons that have not expired will then be available to them to redeem if they want to. Now, you can have your mobile coupons expire in a few hours, a few days, weeks, months, years, or be indefinite. And what's nice with this electronic wallet is while the mobile coupons expire, they vanish. I mean, they're literally just pulled right out of the person's wallet. So if they're no longer valid, they're no longer good. They're not cluttering anything up. So the other good thing is in regards to the conversions on these mobile coupons, depending on the offer and keeping your list responsive, what we're tending to see is between a 10 and 20% redemption rate. So the ROIs have been 500 to 1,000% plus. In addition to that, you think about this, okay, that's 80 to 90% of the people that might not have redeemed the coupon, but guess what? They just got the name of your business, your company, in front of them on, say, a weekly basis. Because we like to only send maybe one message a week, maybe not even that. We want to keep our list responsive. We don't want to saturate it. So you're getting direct personal marketing to this individual weekly. And what happens then, that weekend rolls around, they go, yeah, I wasn't able to take advantage of that Tuesday night because, I had bowling or whatever. And what I can do then is go in this weekend. It's been a while since I've been in there. I love their food, and I haven't been in there a while. Why don't I go on in and see what's going on? We can also generate what we call mobile web pages and or ads. The platform is very, very flexible, very user-friendly. It allows you to put in images. It allows you to use all the host of different fonts, the sizing, the colors, you name it. But the big thing you must notice on the right-hand side there where, for instance, on Point, it has call and then a phone number. This, in essence, is just like a mobile virtual business card. That is a one-click phone call. So the person just taps on that, boom, they're calling your business. Very, quick, efficient, effective. The underneath is also a link that can take them straight to your website, to a video, you name it. So again, very easy to create, but very functional, very usable, very effective. We also have a great appointment setter system on our mobile marketing platform. When you're looking for appointment setters, don't look for just a simple one-way version. Look for one-way or two-way, which is what we offer. Obviously, with a one-way, you're going to simply send them a text message to remind them about their appointment. It can be hours before, it can be a day or two before. And what they've found is you get about a 10% reduction in missed appointments because of that, so you increase your revenue. But here's where it gets real exciting. Okay, we also have a two-way feature. The way this works is you send out the reminder to your customer about their appointment, and they respond back with a simple letter. C to confirm, R to reschedule, M if they're going to miss, and L if they're running late. So what happens then is that if you know someone needs to reschedule, it'll send an email to your office manager or whoever handles your appointments. They can either contact the customer to reschedule, or the text message actually has your phone number right in it, so the person can tap on that, call in, and reschedule their appointment. But the best thing is now, okay, so for instance, you have that cancellation on your 3 o'clock appointment. What you can do is send out a quick text to a few people on your list or a whole broadcast to your list and say, hey, I just had a cancellation. Who would like to go ahead and take advantage of this spot that we didn't think we had available? First come, first serve. Just text me back a quick message. Or you could even offer a discount if you wanted to.
Okay, Scott, we do have another question. How are people measuring their click-to-call rates? That's the question.
The click-to-call or the mobile coupon?
I think the click-to-call is what the question was.
Yeah, we're not watching the actual click-to-call. What we're more concerned with is the actual end purchase of products and or services. So we're tracking all of the mobile coupons. Again, we know how many are sent out, we know how many are viewed, as well as we know how many are redeemed. And that's an ongoing, you can pull up your report based on the day, the hour, the last month, or go historical back and find well. So that's what you can do with an appointment reminder system. We also have the Text to Win sweepstakes feature. And this is where text marketing really got started. Back ESPN in 2005, one of the big corporate entities started using sweepstakes to build lists and get opt-ins. It's a great, easy, and fun way to do it. And you can offer whatever product or service you provide as the incentive, or maybe cash or gift cards, or you got that $800,000 house just laying around, why not put that on there, as you notice from the bottom slide. But Obviously, we're not probably going to do that, but this company has been doing that year after year now, and obviously it must be successful. It must be working. I can't imagine they're going to be giving away those homes unless they're making a lot more money than that in the meantime. So we can show you how to set up these sweepstakes. It's very easy. The platform will randomly select the winner for you. You can pick up the 5 winners. You have autoresponder autoresponder texts that go out to the 5 winners. And then in addition to that, what you're going to do is contact all the rest of the people that entered and say, hey, sorry you didn't win the grand prize, but you're still a winner in our book. Why don't you come on down? We'll give you 10% off, or we'll give you a free this or that. And again, we're looking to bring those clients into your business so that your business thrives. So we're going to take a quick audience survey. We're a little curious to see what's going on out there with the daily deal sites, your Groupons, your social livings, and the others. I'm going to have John go ahead and do that.
Okay, great. Our first question for the audience today, I'm going to launch this survey, is have you or your clients offered a Groupon to your customers? Hopefully you can see that, and let me launch it here. Your choice is yes, no, or maybe. And they're coming in rapidly. As I think I suspected, about 83% have not, 11% have, and 6% not sure.
Sure. Yeah. Well, we don't know what all our clients are doing, of course. But that is interesting. I'm sure obviously there's a lot more on a personal basis that are using those, but curious how many have tried it for their businesses or their clients as well. Let's do that second one and double check. Are the people that did offer it to their clients or to their clients offered it to their customers, would you use Groupon again?
Okay, I launched that one. Would they use it again? Oh, interesting. It's all coming in. So the answers again are yes, unequivocally, yes, but I'd like to get improved performance, or no, it sucks. And the answer,
this should be a
survey says, well, of the audience in our attending our webinar today, 33% said yes, unequivocally. 17% also said yes, but I'd like to get improved performance. And 50% said no, it sucks. I'll close that out.
Wow. That is quite revealing. I'm glad that we went ahead and asked that question, John, because that we're getting a finger on the pulse. So what we want to find out here is does Groupon really help businesses? And that's the $64,000 question. Sometimes a lot more than $64,000. But I call them the 800-pound gorilla. And I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly about them. But I'm also going to tell you how we can emulate a Groupon offering. But I'll briefly explain that in a little bit here. Why it's, for 2 specific reasons, so much better than what Groupon is doing. So the first thing is the good. Obviously, Groupon is fantastic with their platform. They have over 100 million subscribers to their platform, so they've got some people's attention. I wish I had that myself, so that is good. That is very good. The bad part about this is that in order to get that attention as a business owner, you have to be willing to discount your product at least 50% or more before Groupon's going to even let you onto their platform. And here's where it gets really ugly. In order to get onto this fantastic platform and discount your product by 50%, of that money that you receive for your coupons, Groupon's going to take half of that to boot. So hence you see why we had 50% of the people saying no, they would not use Groupon, and the other 17% that were saying, yeah, I'd use them if I could get better results from them. So that's why you're seeing that. The other 33%, my guess is that if they offer maybe a service, it works a little bit better for a service-based company than a product-based company. Let's take a quick example of a restaurant. They sell a $40 coupon for 20 bucks. Of that 20 bucks, Groupon takes 10 bucks. The restaurant owner gets the other 10. That means that that restaurant owner just sold $40 worth of food for 10 bucks. It's almost impossible to make money on that sort of model unless one of three things happen. So what we're seeing is that what I call Grouponese, it's a new psychology, so to speak, that's out there. Of those 100 million plus subscribers to the Groupon platform, 72% of those people are also on social living. And what happens is every morning, of course, they run to their email, they open it up, and they say, what's the deal of the day? And they look at these two sites. And so it's really hard. You have to find a way to break that cycle and turn that customer into a loyal customer of yours in order to make the system work. So again, three ways to make these deals work. One is if you can, of course, upsell them. With the restaurant example, if you can get them to buy an appetizer, desserts, drinks, something like that, then it will work. The second way is if they don't redeem their coupon. Obviously, if they don't redeem it, you just made $10 pure profit. But obviously, that is the minority of the deals, and that's also why the daily deal sites started doing refunds to people that didn't go ahead and redeem their coupons as well. But the third thing, the third way, and the most important and the best way, and what we like our clients to do, is to basically break the cycle. Turn that Groupon customer, turn that social living customer into your customer. You want to reward that customer and make them loyal to you. So say you do run that Groupon or that social living deal. With our mobile marketing platform, you can capture their information. You can have a way to effectively and efficiently and affordably market to them going forward. And with it being integrated with Facebook, you can also push your offers out to these social media sites so that it can go viral and it can be shared. So those are ways that you're going to entice your customer. Maybe you give them the offer on your next visit, we'll give you 20% off. Again, you need to get them coming back to your establishment, back to your business as much as you can.
So how does this actually technically work? How do you as a, let's say, a restaurant owner get the email lists or the phone numbers from clients in order to?
Sure. That's a fantastic question, John, and we are going to be covering that shortly on some of the upcoming slides. Just briefly, you can get them, of course, point of sale. Again, if you have people driving, if you're paying the money for a Groupon deal, it's in the works already, there's no turning back, well, make sure and capitalize on that. You're going to have a huge flood of business. We want to capture the information of that client, that customer, and bring them into the database. I'll show you a lot of different ways with point of sale, through email, through Facebook. We have a lot of different tricks that we use and methods to systematically, continually increase your list size so that it just gets larger and larger going over time. In regards to these daily deal sites, are they here to stay? Are they going away? What's going on with them? Well, this is an interesting survey that was done of the 13 top markets in the United States. There was less than 100 of these daily deal sites last year. Now, only a year later, we see 200 daily deal sites in the top 13 U.S. markets. Those numbers on the left reflect individual markets and how many daily deal sites they have. So it's not just your Groupon, your social living, your Google, your Facebook. There's a whole host of these other sites out there as well. So having a mobile marketing system that allows you to emulate or send out an offer that's similar to Groupon is fantastic. But let's go 2 steps further. The one other thing that you can do is you can drive the traffic when you want it. One of the big issues or problems, especially with a smaller business, they do this huge Groupon offering, and all of a sudden, their business is flooded. They don't have the staff or the personnel to handle the influx of new customers coming in that week. By using a text-based mobile marketing system where you can drive the traffic during certain days, certain hours, you want to bring them in when your slow time is and not during the weekends and what have you. So one other quick note here in regards to, I don't know if anyone out there has heard of YipIt. Yipit's a free tool. It's amazing to me. They've been around for over a year now. They're an aggregator. They're a daily deal site aggregator. What that simply means is that they have all the history on all these daily deal offers over the whole last year. So you can literally go into your market and you can see for just Groupon or all, 60 or 78 or how many ever, 39 here in Seattle, daily deal sites, what deals were offered and how many of those deals sold. So you understand what your competition's doing, or you can use it as a tool maybe to find clients that would need your product as well. So Yipit.com, fantastic little tip there on a free tool.
Yeah, Scott, there's actually another comment that I thought was pretty interesting from Mike saying, these techniques, another point is that relying on direct mail will want to, people who are companies that okay, I'll get this right. Companies that are relying on direct mail will want to start converting to this as the U.S. postal system kind of gears down over time. Yeah. So the question is this really, is this SMS text marketing, is that competition to Valpak or, the postal office?
That's a fantastic question. Now, granted, I might be a little bit biased, but this excites me. I love this arena, and I would say yes, definitely it is competing with them. We have to understand our future clients have grown up in a different generation maybe than we did. They've lived the internet their whole lives. They've lived their mobile phone their whole lives. They're getting cell phones when they're 5 and 6 years old. They're texting. I heard on NPR yesterday morning, Steve Inskeep cited a survey where 18 to 24-year-olds on average are texting 110 texts per day. I mean, that's what they do. That's what they like. It's 160 characters, but boy, it can be very effective. So those are the people that you want to get in front of and get a hold of. That's the mobile wave. You want to be in front of the wave. You don't want to be in the middle of it. You don't want to be behind it. You need to take advantage of first mover status. One quick note in regards to that direct mail. What I would recommend is put a QR code on that direct mail piece. We can track QR codes. We can know who's scanning them and who's actually looking at them. So what that's going to do for you is you're going to all suddenly see, why in the world am I paying, if it's a postcard, 32 cents a piece. If it's a letter, why am I paying 45 to 50 cents to get this thing printed and mailed when I'm only getting, X response rate on it? That's the beauty of new technology today, is tracking every single thing. You know what works, you know what doesn't work. Chop out the dead wood. Let's get on to the new technology and start making some real money. So what we want to see is, a couple in regards to the companies, SMS text marketing. We're seeing, again, all the big boys out there do it. Coke, Pepsi, Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, ESPN. I could go on and on and on. Every day the list is growing. Because what happened here is that when text messaging first came out more for commercial or marketing use, in order to get your own your own short code. It's a 5 or 6 digit number that's not area code specific, so it can be used anywhere in a country, say in the U.S. It would cost over today it costs over $25,000 to get that. More importantly, it takes 3 to 6 months to go through the licensing procedure and get all that done for you. So with the advent of shared short codes, and then combining that, and this is the big key factor, combining that with a very robust and fully featured mobile marketing platform that allows you to really get in front of all of the audience and all sorts of media, that's what you need to do. So our short code 71441 is fully valid in the U.S. and starting next month also in Canada as well. So it's a great way to reach your client. It's, again, very efficient, very affordable, very effective, and we would hope that you would want to take advantage of seeing the dashboard in use, and you can take a free text drive. You'll notice right there on the screen on the website, and if anyone has any questions, comments, we'd love to hear from any and all of you, and if anyone has any more detailed questions or wants follow-up or anything like that, feel free to email me. As you can tell, I'm very passionate, very excited about this marketing, and I love talking about it. So would love to hear from you.
Okay, thanks, Scott. That was great, very informative. And thank you all for attending our webinar today on SMS text marketing. We hope it stimulated some ideas for your mobile marketing efforts. And I'm sure in the future we'll have another webinar probably on more broad mobile marketing techniques,
Sure.
including SMS text marketing. So as a reminder, we have recorded this webinar, and we'll send a link to the full webinar plus a PDF of the presentation to all attendees. I think we do have one more question here. It's, what's your domain again?
Thepointit.com. You can go under the mobile tab, and it'll right on there. You'll see the.
Okay. Got it. Thank you again for attending, and have a great day.